Even if there's only one stream, it still can compose a beautiful chapter. Even if there's only one balloon, it still can take you somewhere far and hide. Even if this is not a luxury house, but we are loving this house.
Loving this house.
Loving this house.
Your family member. No matter how fast you can fly, you all love this house.
Sure.
Today, we call if you also have retarded kids.
Slow flying angels.
Hey.
The parents need to use more love to take care of those angels.
And need more understanding.
True.
Right. And especially when we interact with the kids. Actually, we also have new level of realization.
Right. We can't let them feel that he is a retardation kid. He is an ordinary child, same as us.
Yes, they come from heaven to teach us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the sister we invite today are very special.
Yes.
Yeah.
They all have a slow angel in the
Slow
family.
angels, right? Actually, slow angels sounds warm.
Right. So romantic.
Yeah. So our new immigrant friends are here. Let's see who they are.
Okay, now let's welcome Deng Ziluan from Vietnam. Welcome.
Deng Ziluan from Vietnam has come for 10 years.
Li Ganfen from China. Hello.
Li Ganfen from China has come for 12 years.
Ruan Minli from Vietnam.
Ruan Minli from Vietnam has come for 14 years. Okay, over there are our new immigrant sisters.
Yes.
And over here, this is more special.
They're our idols.
We often see them glowing on TV, but we never know. They also have a slow angel.
True.
And they overcome it very well and interact with the kids even better. Song Da-min, Hong Bai-rong, famous couple in showbiz, married for 10 years, have a son and a daughter.
They have published a new book.
Right, welcome over here, please.
Welcome.
Song
Thank
Da-min,
you.
Hong Bai-rong. We have new books to share with you.
Yes.
This is our love.
True.
Oh, the book is called Listen, Sound of Love.
Right.
Hold on. That's it. What
All
happiness
the
is.
way.
Right. Whenever you hear the sound of love, wherever you feel the love, the happiness is always with you. It must have a very complicated story inside. The most important is all the way in our lives, we all can hear the sound of love. We are learning and growing with each other.
Right. And you publish this book.
Yes.
Publish with love and share with everyone.
It is a great love. Only 2 of them are going. We heard the book is very hot sell now. Thanks all the support.
Which edition now?
The third. And what even harder?
Yes. Great.
What even harder is we're not selling the books. It's them. They donate all the relatives. Donate all.
Yes.
For those families, we need more help.
That's right. In our book, we have written.
All the relatives will be donated to the kids who need help.
Group. Thank you too.
Because we have the experience, this kind of blessing with charity. So we want to spread out those blessings. The more we get, the more we should share.
The more you get.
Yeah, right. Later you must have many wonderful stories to share.
Share with us.
Thank you both. Thank you. Have a seat. Have a seat.
How do you adapt to the situation at the beginning?
How did you discover the situation from the kids? It was about a year ago. We found that she always answers phone by her left hand.
Left ear.
And when we talked to her, she asked us to talk on her left side. And we realized if her right ear has some problems. My in-law suggested us to check at the hospital. At first, we were thinking that she can quit after cleaning up the wet wax.
Because it's true, you thought it was stuck.
Yeah, just like me.
Sometimes it happens. It could affect the listening.
Yeah, you won't think that it is because some other problem. It won't happen to us, right? Commonly it's like that. We usually think that I don't think this could happen to us, but when it happens, we always say, why us? We were the same. When she did listening checkup, the doctor cleaned up the ear, but he still suggested us to do some listening checkup, and the result is her right ear has no any function.
Not at all.
She only can hear over 100 dB. You didn't know it before she was 4? No, not at all.
The kid she would like, she speaks with a lisp, incorrect pronunciation. Because we gave the baby...
You thought the baby was cute.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's cute talking. Milky talk,
and
right?
she used the pacifier a lot when she was young. You thought it's all because the pacifier, right? That's how it becomes. So basically, she has no problem when she want to talk to us, and you won't think there's any problem. Which is why we'd like to tell all the people and the parents by this book. If your children have some abnormal reactions to different things, then you should concern if they have problem. In general, you wouldn't know there's a listening problem.
So newborn baby must do listening checkup.
Yes, this is your suggestion. Our
now
suggestion.
The government has policies. Yeah, I think some general inspections are necessary. She lost her listening on the right side, and the left is about, it was 15 to 20 dB when we first checked.
She can hear a little.
She can hear, let me put this way. Normally the hearing is 0 to 10 dB. If decreasing, for example, if the dB you can hear is increasing, which means it's getting worse.
That's how they work. Yes, so when the result shows that her left ear also has damage, and the right ear has no function.
The right ear only can hear over 100.
Yes, which is as loud as the construction site power saw older. Yeah, it's very loud, but she barely can hear the sound.
That's why we were not prepared to the unexpected problem. She was crying.
Totally break down.
I didn't know how to comfort her. The doctor took us to another clinic. It becomes chaos.
Yes.
You know what? Sometimes when it happens, honestly, you don't really know what to do. Human.
Yes.
It happens. But
you will mess up, right?
Yeah, the doctor was nice. He took us to another room to comfort us and analyze to us. He said it's okay for the loss on the one side. At least her left ear is normal. It's just like no stereo, just mono. It's not so bad.
What a nice metaphor.
He told us not to worry, kids like her actually a lot, and he asked us to come back 1 year later. During this year, we must protect her left ear nicely, but it turns out less than 6 months, we thought her left hearing, the frequency is not normal. Sometimes she doesn't seem to hear well.
Which is?
It can't work?
Even her left ear started to lose hearing. By the time we knew this is not good. Yeah, so we took her to hospital to do the check, and we found that her left ear started to lose hearing. This is not what we expected. We thought we only needed to protect her left ear and it should be fine, but it's not. Her hearing is regressing, and there's no reason for it. We took CT scan and a nerve conduction inspection, all kinds of examinations. After the doctors read, they couldn't give us any medical answer. It's even harder to accept.
The doctor didn't say much, but you can't blame on him. He just said, maybe I said it too early. When he said that, we have totally no clue. Wow. We have no idea what we're going to face. We don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, so by the time at the first 2 months, I had a very huge negative emotion. It made me not able to do anything. I couldn't do anything. I totally lost my energy, or sometimes I got a depression. I think this kind of emotion, actually the kids, because she doesn't go to school, she stays at home.
Can feel that.
Right, she sees me every day with the swimming mood. She will get influenced, so I really think still need to adapt yourself. The kid is very sensitive. Yes. And the kids like this with some minor flaws. Actually, their others' sense are more sensitive. They will see you. They will observe your action and your emotion. They all can sense that.
This is Byron and Damian's story. How about our 3 new immigrant sisters? Later, our other sisters will share stories of their own child.
宝妹想这样，她不觉得她之前的听力有问题，她听到声音就是这样，就是单声道嘛，对不对？那现在突然好像多了一个声音出来，然后又比较立体声，
是，
她觉得怎么有这样的声音？小孩子真的，你说要叫她每天都一直带，有的时候会比较
那会发脾气吗？
发脾气倒不至于，
会
给你
会啦，会说不要。
她没有在我面前发脾气。
Let's ask Zilan first. What's the problem in your family? My boy, he is an autism kid. Autism. We couldn't find out anything wrong at the beginning. He just...
When did you find out he has communication problems?
I discovered that when he was almost 2, but I didn't know where I can go for help. It's like when I called him, he didn't respond me at all. I also thought he couldn't hear.
Yeah. Did you take him to see a doctor?
Yes, I took him to Taipei Medical University Hospital. I was very worried and let him do the hearing test. The doctor said his hearing is fine, and at the beginning, someone from township office told me I could try the rehab. I took him there and they suggested me to do evaluation. But my husband said, nothing wrong, no need evaluation. I think it's good to evaluate. No matter it's good or bad, we know. Have an idea? Yeah, if it's truly all fine, you're relieved. But if there's something you know earlier, it's better. Yeah, it's better.
When did you confirm that he has autism?
When he was around 2 years old. 2 years? Yeah, we went to therapy when 2 years old. Okay. Let's ask Ganfen. How about your kid? The kid is 10 years old now. It's 4th grade. 10 years on 4th. I confirmed it when it was about 6 months before kindergarten. It was 5 or 6 years old. He can speak, but very limited vocabularies. It's very limited. For example, Papa and Mama, he called the food Papa, Mama. He won't say, Daddy, I want a drink, I want a glass. The words are separate. The sentence he used are less than short. My in-law said that probably just let bloomer. I also think the same that he will bloom later. Boy, I have a neighbor who is a piano teacher. He said my friend who has a hearing problem child, he has to watch people when they are talking.
Stare
at people and read from lips.
He wants to see the lips.
Yes. He said that probably my kid has hearing problem. Would you take him to hospital to check? And later at NTU hospital, the professor told us our kid has hearing problem. The emotion is... I was crying right after I heard that.
You will cry, right? You will still cry when you record it.
Okay, thank you. How about Mingli? My kid has Down's syndrome. I had done the DS examination during pregnancy, but nothing wrong. Then had the exam. The doctor said he's all fine. Until he was born, the doctor realized the kid looked strange. Then they took him to do further examination, and they told us my baby is Down's syndrome. We were so sad because this is our first baby. We don't know what we should do in the future, and we keep watching him, but don't know what to do. We take care of him just like normal kids. And when he was 1 year old, I remember one of my cousins told us we could take him to hospital for some rehabilitation. There's treatment. The doctor there informed us they needed to do the hearing test, and found out his right ear seems to be damaged naturally. He can't hear by his right ear, and his left ear is up and down. And sometimes just follow the doctor and do whatever doctor says. You only could follow his advice. Right. Yes. He suggested him to wear hearing aid. It can help him. But he was too young, he wouldn't want to wear it.
How to wear when he was
so young. And he finally wears the aid until when he is 5. But when he is 5, now I recalled, this caused his slow learning for language. The schedule is messed up. Too late, yeah. But when he was 2 to 5, we gave him to adapt to wear the ad day by day. Let him adapt. You've tried him on. Yes, and finally, until he's 5, he could accept to wear it for 4 days.
Or he will rip it off.
He always wants to rip it off. Kids will feel uncomfortable, muffled, because the hearing aid will need to cover whole ear by the model.
Cover up.
Yes.
How about 美宝?
When we started to let her wear, she was
excited when she started to wear. Why someone talks to me with microphone?
Right, after she got used.
Because I think the kids, I don't know other kids, I think my kid, their ideas are, my baby's ideas like this. She doesn't think she has hearing problem. That's what she heard. It's mono.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now suddenly there's one more sound and it's more surroundings.
Yes.
She thinks, how comes it's like that? Pretty nice.
She thinks very interesting at the beginning.
Yeah, but to the kids, honestly, if you ask her to wear every day, sometimes she will.
Will she get mad?
No, she won't.
Yeah, sometimes she will. She will say no.
She didn't get angry.
Right, she didn't dare.
Who's taking care of the kids?
Right.
So, yeah, during the process, of course, the parents, I'm not sure about Miss Ryan. At the beginning, we also felt it was kind of strange when she started to wear the aid.
Yes.
But later we overcome. We think it's just like wearing glasses. Because you're pro vision, you will wear the glasses to correct.
Right.
The hearing is the same. If you can hear clearly, you could wear a hearing aid to improve. She can't hear from the right if she's not wearing. So at first, besides you were asking from the doctor, we also want to know, except looking for the doctor, have you tried other solution or what you've tried before someone told you the folk prescription, which works quickly? We were Christians. Song Da-Ming couple is religious Christian. What did they try to help their daughter?
然后我们就在那边敬拜、唱歌、唱诗歌、祷告。可是祷告到一半的时候，宝贝就是她突然哭了。
关键是她掉眼泪。
到了晚上回到家，我就问她，我说：“宝贝，你今天为什么要哭？”然后她就说：“因为她觉得很感动。”
对。
听测验出来结果，她有史以来听力最好的一次，她的左耳可以听到差不多10分贝，
就是
就是正常了，
已经接近正常。
We also want to know, except looking for the doctor, have you tried other solution or what you have tried before that someone told you the folk prescription, which works quickly? We are Christians. We pray.
Pray.
Some people think you're talking to invisible air. No, it's not. When she was at the worst condition, because we do the hearing test every day when she wakes up, we cover her mouth and make the sound. We will know how hearing condition is. But that morning, it was about July, two days before I went to China, we did the same test again. But she didn't respond. We took her to the hospital immediately.
The first thing is go to hospital quickly. Right, we didn't have the panic like before. It was very urgent.
No emotion.
And the boy was
just want to figure out.
Go to the hospital urgently.
When we got to the hospital and the result came out, for real, left ear has dropped to 60. We asked the doctor what to do. He has no solution.
It's troublesome.
He didn't tell us why. He only can assume and prescribe some medicine, but it has side effect after using the med, and the symptom didn't mitigate. Then what do? We pray. We really prayed until the 7th day. I heard a voice saying, inside your heart and on your mouth, you're saying about her ears can be treated, and her situation is getting worse because this is truth. We call truth because we see.
Yes.
We need to believe what we can't see. How?
It's hard to do so.
That's from now on, you have to stop your negative prayer. Whenever any negative emotion comes, you say that's a lie, don't listen. Then I woke up, I called her and said, I heard this voice. Let's make a prayer together. After we finished praying, it's true. After we prayed, I had two persons in mind. There were two persons in my mind. One is your friend Li Jingyu. The second is Huang Guolun. And I asked her to find Li Jingyu. She said she doesn't want to talk because it's like digging out the pain and to show others. She doesn't feel comfortable. And under my pushing, she went visiting Jingyu.
I just shared with her. Actually, on that day we shared, of course, we were crying, weeping endlessly. And after that, I called him that night. I told him he was working in China by the time. I told him that I finished sharing, but nothing happened.
She complained to me.
I just thought, okay, fine, we're friends.
She said the problem is still there even you talk to someone.
Yeah, right. And there was no solution. And later, nothing did happen. Then the second date, Wen Zhenge, that's Jingyu's husband, he took me with Bao Mei. He said, do you want to try the acupuncture? I thought, okay, acupuncture is our traditional Chinese medicine. This is normal, except so we went for a try. And on Friday night, because earlier he had already contacted Guolun. Guolun came to the artist fellowship. Yes, he asked me to take Bao Mei after prayer. He wanted to pray for her. Then I took Bao Mei and he brought Wen Zhenge and also our brother and sister-in-law. Everyone surrounded Bao Mei in the same room. We sang and worshipped and prayed. Actually, on that day, her hearing was not so good. So basically, she didn't hear well.
She didn't know what you were doing. She didn't know what you were doing.
Then we were singing the songs, praying songs. But during the prayer, she suddenly cried.
She cried at a moment.
I asked her when we got back. I asked, why were you crying today? She said because she was touched. Right.
Wow. She asked her what touched her. She said she didn't say clearly. Probably she can't hear those uncles and aunties were saying. She said she felt love.
Right.
And she thought they love her very much. I told you, really. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, her hearing is back.
Her left ear was back to work. This is a miracle.
It's true. I couldn't lie for truth. And on Monday, we took her to the test. No, I was still in China. I was still in China. The result came out the best she ever had. Her left ear can hear about 10 dB.
That is the best one.
Almost normal.
Yes.
Of course, she can't compare with normal people.
But it's very close.
How do you explain this?
So we keep on. Oh my God! Now we still think we take her for acupuncture every week, and keep praying for her. Yes, right.
The doctor can't even have an explanation. What they just mentioned, not only the believing power.
Not just the power of
spiritual.
Faith.
Not only this.
I think it's the love from parents. Right.
And also the care and the trust. Something like this.
Right.
No matter whether you have faith or not. True. After we heard, we even think
very touching.
To transform those. That's man's power. We should transform the weakness into power.
Right.
And keep moving. Move out, you will see the different dimensions.
Yes.
Let's ask.
Zilan, please. I called to social department. You
called the social department.
Made the call. There was a social worker. He told me to take the kid to early intervention to check.
Did you know what early intervention is?
I didn't understand, and I never heard in Vietnam. And I didn't know before my husband asked, how could it be? Didn't we worship for the God's protection every day? How did it happen? I was thinking if I ate something wrong at home during my pregnancy.
Just like Byron felt.
Did I eat something wrong? And he becomes like that. And I thought the social worker told me, you are the mother. You should be tougher. Because the kid's heart is pure now. It's pure white. He is clean. He doesn't know anything. You have to lead him. He doesn't know. You have to lead him. And I also listened to him. I went to visit those families who have the same kids. There are some cases that not only two are like this. Some are even worse. So I talk to myself, comfort myself. We are luckier. Really like this. Sometimes we have that feeling. Yes. Sometimes we need the comfort that we are a bit luckier than them. More luckier. We didn't compare it with better one, but the other way like that, yes. Okay, 好了，报干分。My cat says his condition is easier to get sick. By the time we didn't realize that he is one of the hearing problem kids, I have done the early intervention. Some suggested us to the courses from Foundation. We also went for it. Did you accompany with the kids? That is...
Mommy also needs to go?
Absolutely, because we need to do with him after go back home. Do together. Yes, we will need to review the result every week, the homework every week, to check if you do it well. So early discovery is still helpful.
Of course.
Right.
Maybe because some kids can hear well,
yes.
But you didn't let them hear more clearly, they don't talk.
Yes, and the pronunciation will also...
He doesn't know how to pronounce the sound.
Yes, right.
I think this is very important.
The earlier we can find out, like our government has free hearing test when just born. Yes, hearing test. Hearing test. If they discovered, the parents must fast the fat. Don't think that we shouldn't do this. Actually, the kids still...
You don't think they will recover when growing up?
That's impossible.
No. Sometimes we need to face it.
Will be delayed. Right. And we have to back to us, the parents. We should overcome. There are many cases like them. They also mentioned the same. Actually, so did I. I didn't work out. By the time, when we just found out, I only let him wear it just for a while. I took it off when going out. Took it off.
Oh, you took off when going out?
You took it off by yourself. I took off the hearing aid.
You didn't want others to know?
No, I didn't want people to know. Yes.
Next time, you just consider it as wearing glasses.
Right, my thought is same with... Right, same, yes. I was thinking that the people who wear glasses, there could be 8 out of 10.
Just like TV
Our
anchor.
case is this. This is fine.
Last time in church, there was a kid wearing the ad, and he decorates it pretty.
Same as his.
So pretty,
so stylish.
Shiny, it's shiny, even some diamonds on.
Shiny, yes.
And the white ear.
That's he overcomes.
She put a flower on the white ear.
A boy or girl?
Girl. We asked her, how did you make it so pretty? She answered, my mom did.
You also wanted to make one for Bao Mei. I asked her if her mom can teach me. I want to make for Bao Mei, and the kid said it proudly.
The positive attitude from the kid makes the studio comfort and heartbreaking.
整个家庭哦，那个心态，
我觉得心态很重要。
对，像咱那个你说的那个，他们的家长是走出这一块，不在乎你说我耳朵上有这一块。像我也，人家说，哎，这个什么，这是我们一台的，差不多宾士的1半的价钱。
We asked her, how did you make it so pretty? She answered, my mom did. We also asked her...
You also want to make one for Bao Mei. I asked her if her mom can teach me. I want to make for Bao Mei. And the kid said it proudly. Well, that will depend if she wants to teach you. That's the whole family's attitude. The family's attitude.
I think the attitude is very important.
Right, just like what you mentioned. Her family really overcomes the issue. They don't care the head or the ear. Like me, people asked, what's this? This is device almost a half price of Mercedes. That is true. Right.
Half price of Mercedes.
If you get the bigger, the better.
Expensive.
Yes.
I even want to wear it.
What's wrong with you? Yes.
No, I also have problem. Really? We have to wear headphones for long. Oh.
Do you need it shiny? Yes.
How about next time, producer?
Absolutely. Okay, let's ask Mingli. What did you do for the examination? And
what solution did you find for help?
When he was 1 year old, we took him to do language therapy. Because it has functional physical therapy and also language, we all do it there. And then until Jianyong was about 6 to enter elementary school, they said we should stop at 6 to let other kids to attend because there are many people waiting.
To share the resources.
Yes, and we had asked the other parents who went there where they go for the rehab. What did you do
What did you do next?
Yes, what's next? We asked many people and they introduced us. They asked what clinic around our place and they told us to go somewhere. Yeah, because near the house, I could take him there by motorbike. Then he changed to the clinic nearby until now. We still go many places every day after school. After school, I take him to finish this one, we go another one. Wow. I'd like to ask you, if it's taught like this, have you ever thought to give up doing it? Did you ever have the idea? Sometimes I feel tired, and my husband says, cancel some if it's too tired. But I think he makes improvement day by day, so I still insist to let him to go.
Advice for your husband, he should take over sometime. Take over.
That's right.
I'm doing this with my wife. Mostly it's still on her.
Sure,
if she's a chef, then I'm the assistant. Sometimes if the chef gets tired, and I'll take over. The couple work together, the problem will get smaller.
Yeah, and there are many associations, such as the clinic, or there's one called Angel Heart.
Yes.
This foundation specializes at gather many families and share all the sources and information. You can share. Right, you all can share. So like mommy can, they also have autism cases.
They all have.
The
point is you don't be alone because it will be hard to face all the problems.
Yes.
That will break your breath. If you have some support and people do the discussion.
Just like foreigners, they will sit together and share. I was afraid to tell people at the beginning and put all those pressure on me. I even hesitated for a very long time if I should write this in the book.
She thinks very long because we were discussing. She kept asking me, should I really open my daughter's case?
Yes, because I'm afraid those care and attention come afterward. Something like that. I think it would become a pressure. When I read what you wrote, mostly are joyful. Yeah, all the way we'd gone all through. The smiles are joyful in the pictures. Yes.
But when we made a decision, she really hesitated for long.
But we found that, look, everyone look here. The photos in the book here.
That was our wedding in Bali and the honeymoon.
Many pictures.
We went.
So sweet. Yes, but after I shared it, I found there are many families who are the same. They have some communities or associations. They all came to me for the contact or on the Facebook. There are many mothers from the families who will come to me with some interaction. I realized it's not pressure, but everyone wants to help instead, and they will give you a lot of consultants and information. So now you have joy being there? Yes, I think that is a power.
That you can encourage each other. We have many things like this.
Yes.
We encourage each other.
Yes, that's the sharing. You can feel the love. Yes.
Sometimes you feel you're needed. Before we were like Baomei's problem and she saw us and we thought the problem again, the life became a huge problem. It's not, because there should be more to do for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Sharing is very important.
May I ask you too? If you have a chance to those family who are same as you, the parents who have slow angels at home, what would you tell them? What to say?
Any suggestions?
The words from the guests for those families who have slow angels.
千万不要为的是说那个自己的面子或是怎么样，要找一个那个出口是在前面，你只要踏一步就好。我儿子他知道我没有不知道我烦恼，可是 我跟他爸爸一起谈他的事情，他在外面旁边还是这样子慢的鬼脸，然后我们笑这样子。我说他的世界都美啊，他都不知道怎么烦恼。
Yeah.
Right?
Sharing is very important. Correct.
May I ask you too? If you have a chance to those family who are same as you, the parents who have slow angels at home, what would you tell them? What to say?
Any suggestions?
I am not qualified to suggest, but thank to those family who help us. Something like Bao Mei has a problem on her ear. Physically, she looks like a disability, but honestly, this is a blessing from God, a blessing. And later, when you see the blessing come true, you will realize there are so many people love us. We can feel the love. At first, we thought why God makes such a joke to us, but when we look back, it's a grace that He wanted to give us, and we saw others' need. When we see others' need, there come true the prayer. If we only see our problems and stuck with it, we can move on. I think I have to encourage all the people. Let's move forward together. Actually, the love is around us, and we all can see it. It's just sometimes we forget or to hear the hidden voice. Though one of Bao Mei's ear can hear, and the other one has issue, I still believe in one thing. No matter if she can hear or not, her happiness is not equivalent. Instead, is if she can feel the love inside her. That's more important.
Yes.
Thank you.
What he said was so nice. He just finished what I wanted to say.
And you take more time taking care of Bao Mei.
Yes. I think, when I take care of the kid, I realize slowly that she seems to have some weakness from her appearance. But I think she is mature too. Of course, sometimes when I see her, she is my pride, because I know she is different from others. She is stronger and more patient. She was willing to do. I won't say she was forced to, but she grows up in this environment to adapt it. I believe when she's grown up, she will become a brilliant child. Of course, sometimes we will feel heartbreak and proud. I think I will be more and more proud of her later on. And I also hope that all the families who have the same problem kids, they really are our angels. Because we have the angels in our families, we can realize that how much we love each other and how much love we have in the family. This is the process I've learned from unacceptable at the beginning until to understand. And now I totally accept it. And I know how I want to enjoy our lives with my kids in the future.
I really think this is important.
Yes.
If you imagine a picture, the mothers with the kid, no matter it's a clinic or somewhere for medical treatment, the picture is wonderful. Is there anything better than love?
Mother
than this?
stuff.
Yeah, especially the mother. I have to say, of course, I'm a father. It's nothing wrong about father. But compared to my wife, however, she takes more responsibility. The interaction with the kids is different. So that's also the reason I want to thank Byron and also thank to all the mothers in the world. The education and the care for next generation, it's a big responsibility to take on. Yeah, I think if we didn't go through this, you won't understand. Yeah, you won't understand how life is going on, isn't it? I think, honestly, this is a real, huge, great grace and blessing.
Thank you. Now, how about you? I would also like to tell all the mothers, if you find anything wrong about your kids like this, never stop doing anything because you're pride or something else. There's always an exit in front. You just need to step up. Yes.
The exit is in front.
Yes. Just to stand up. When you stand it up, you can see the light.
Yes.
And others, you can help yourself to help your child. And a kid's golden process is very important. The earlier you helping is better. Yeah. And there are many mothers are like, if you are afraid, your parents-in-law know about it and consider how they will see you. You are married. The most important is you need to get rid of negative thought. The parents have to adjust themselves first. The children are naive and dare because my son doesn't know my worries. He will still make funny face when I discuss something about him with his dad to make us laugh. How beautiful his world is. He doesn't know what to worry, and he doesn't want his parents to see him sadly every day. He will get scared too. Yes. The point is we have to help our child. It's more important. The rest, no matter how others see you, as long as you look up yourself, you have to be brave to face it. This is helpful to the kid. Yes.
A very good experience.
干分. I want to thank my college from the association. Although the music class we take, it costs a lot outside in studio, but we didn't spend a penny, and thanks to the teacher from the school. Okay. Since our kids are greatest gifts from God, then we should take good care of them. We don't mind about how others see us. Just be brave to work out. 干分, be brave.
Be brave.
Yes, you can.
Brave.
Be brave. I really met many people who helped me along the way. I'm really appreciative to them. I think it's really important to have someone to help on the side. She's really needed, like you two can. Actually, when we knew about the hearing problem, we couldn't accept it at the moment. It's like we have met a teacher who taught us to ignore what people think. Then we can get through and take good care of our kids. That is the most important. You have to work out and be brave.
Yes.
Cheer up. How about Mingli? Because my kid, he's older now. He's 6th grader this year. Maybe the experience I have is more than theirs, because their kids are younger than mine, and he is lucky. Every time he will meet good people to help him. When he goes to school, I would, because for the learning, we go to special kindergarten. Sometimes we will help others who need more, and we also can learn more how to take care of the kids. And back home, we learned how the teachers do at school. And we follow the same to take care of them. I think we should go more often and be nice to ourselves. This is also good to the kids. Yes. Actually, I think you are very lucky. There are many people to help you. Right. In fact, you don't think too much. Just move on. Right. Just move on.
We probably can accept everyone has their own difficulty, but the key point is how long we're stuck in the problem. If you are willing to go out, jump out from the problem, move forward, I think you will have hope to walk out.
True.
Many good things happen.
That's right.
Really,
it's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Thank you both.
Just like what Damin said, this is a modified blessing.
Yes. And it gives us such a great book.
And actually, 3 of you and your family, you all have amazing kids.
Yes.
Exactly. Because then we grow up, because then we learn, because of them we can keep moving.
Let us experience.
Right, that's true.
It's like that they can let me understand how great it is. being this kind of parents. And I see others' parents, they are really great. And I have nothing compared to it. I really have nothing to compare with them. The parents of my son's classmate, and they really use their heart. And also the teacher. I think the teacher is not his kid, but he still takes good care of them carefully. Why can't I do the same as his parent? So I hope all the mothers, if you have this kind of kids, don't feel gloomy. Just move on.
To step out.
To face the fact and help your kids. Right, that is.
We thank you very much, Dami and Byron, to our show and share with us and our 3 immigrant sisters to share their story too and let us know lives can be like this and we can think our life throughout this experience. Love in this house. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.